do you make of the anti-AIPAC protest across the street? I mean, that was what you were just looking at, right?
Yeah. You know, I feel like there's always going to be protesters. I think that those who are Jewish within the protesters are really doing a disservice to the Jewish community and to the United States and to Israel. And I think that they would, if they disagree, diplomatic ways of showing your disagreement are a lot better than what we call in Jewish Achillel Hashem.
What's that mean?
Desecrating God's name publicly and making the Jewish people look bad in that way, I think, is the wrong way to protest.
Okay.
They're always getting everything that they want from us. They could have lived side by side beside, I think it has to be a Jewish state. Yeah. Obviously we can't live together. That was proved because of the Intifada. They don't want us, and it has to be a two-state solution, a defensible and without any arms. Because we can. Israel is not going to get.
Sorry. When you say people can't live together, do you mean that? I mean, the Arab minority in Israel will stay there, right?
Well, they don't really like us. So if there's a swap, in land, maybe they'll be happier in Palestine.
You think that the Netanyahu maybe should suggest they move to Palestine? There should be Arab state and a Jewish state.
The idea is because there's going to be a lot of the settlement that will remain within Israel. There will be a lot of the people who, if they're not happy, they could move to Palestine.
So, do you guys think that Netanyahu maybe was a little off base in how harshly he responded at first? Do you think maybe he should have been more open?
I think it actually was appropriate because he had to stay strong, even if he wasn't he just had to stay strong for the state of Israel and really just we're not gonna if we think something, we're not gonna move, even if we don't think even if it's not the settlement issue. It just we have to be strong about what we believe and not back down.
Do you guys go?
It's not the first time I've seen Jews protest against Jews, because we go to the Salute to Israel at the parade and they're always there's always a section of protesters.
They're a very small section of Jews, very, very, very small.
And they can only be on one block, and they always tell us not to engage with them. But
what do you guys think about a split in the Jewish community? Some are we shouldn't be with AIPAC, we should be with J Street, or should be with Jews for Peace or something.
What you mean, people that are against Israel, or people that have different views on what?
Let's take J Street.
J Street, AIPAC, yeah.
I think obviously it'd be preferable if we all had one view, because then it would be more forceful. But I think it's better that people are all pro-Israel versus the people that are anti-Israel. I think that's bad when there are a sect of Judaism, denominations of Judaism that are against the state of Israel. I think that really hurts us. If people say this is our biblical homeland, and there are people that say, well, you can't really be there now, and they're Jewish, I think that's really hurtful to our message.
What about Jewish Americans who for example were against Cast Lead, or they were against the siege on Gaza or something?
Not necessarily anti-Israel, but critical of Israel's policy.
Do you think that's good for the Jewish community, or bad for the Jewish community?
What I think is worse for the Jewish community is when they were taking the Jews out of the settlements. There were all these people that said they shouldn't do that, and there were all these people that they don't really have a say. We can't really say have a say in what their government does. We should just support their government in whatever they choose. I think that's more hurtful when we go against the Israeli government. Not really
But right now, for example, Israel has a very right-wing government.
Right.
And American Jews are mostly liberals, right?
Yes.
So you think that all these liberal American Jews who are pro-Israel and liberal Zionists should still support all the actions of the Israeli government?
Yes, I think they should.
Charity reality. I think they're more idealists than realists. So I think when they label themselves J Street, the pro-Israel lobby, it sends a negative and mixed reaction. It sends the wrong message to people who maybe aren't so informed. They think that these Jews are really pro-Israel, and they're saying the right stuff,
Okay.
Go into this edifice, this building, and go up to the second, third floor. You'll see a picture of American Indians on the wall. This is a public thing here. American Indians looking real nice in their clothes. Reminds me of a friend of mine who made Aliyah to Israel. He sends me a picture every Rosh Hashanah of a tribe, a circle of American Indians sitting on the ground, smoking the peace pipe, and underneath it says, "Let me tell you about giving up land for peace." That's all I have to say.
So you
understand what I'm saying?
So you think the Israelis may end up with the same deal as the Native Americans if they give up land for peace?
It could be very possible.